What is outbound email? Well, it's getting a list of homeowners and going into these services we talked about earlier in class, whether it be Remine or PropStream, maybe some of you use call information to get a list of homeowners where it's their name, address, mailing address, contact information. But if you already have the list, meaning you're mailing it, meaning you're calling it, meaning you've uploaded to Facebook to run Facebook ads to, why not just get what the emails you already have or some emails? Why don't we do an outbound email campaign as well? Now, what you can't do is you can't just take these purchased compiled emails and load them into Constant Contact or Emma or any one of these services that sends broadcast emails like we do for here at Viral Marketing. It's against the terms of use. The emails have to be permission-based. And generally, if you send like a bulk email that has all this stuff at the bottom with the opt-outs and the formatting of kind of like a general, bulk email that you would get, you'll know, right? It's not a personal email, it's a newsletter-looking thing. To a totally cold list that's never heard of you, I would consider that spamming. They don't want to hear from you. They're going to click that report spam link, and it's not going to go well. Cold email comes back where essentially you would just hire somebody to just send one-to-one emails out. You don't have to do that anymore by hiring staff doing outbound messaging for you, whether it's sending texts or Facebook messages or emails out to a list. It can now be automated, but you have to be careful. So the service I want to share with you today is a service I'm a big fan of called Woodpecker, woodpecker.co, all right? This is designed to be essentially this executive assistant that would copy and paste and send 100 one-to-one emails, but it's automated. And instead of having to spend $10 an hour, whatever it may be, it's $40 a month. So the way this works is this links up to your Gmail account or this links up to your Outlook account. And through its macro, will automatically just fire out individual one-to-one emails from someone throughout the day. Never, ever, 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 ever do outbound email, cold email through your main domain. You never want to link up your main email account on your main domain doing cold broadcast outbound email, which risks people clicking the report spam button, which can affect your domain name's email sender reputation. And what you then realize if you do it wrong, all of the emails that you send internally on your main domain for your team start skipping inboxes and going to people's spams when you're doing a legitimate transaction business. I recommend you buy a second domain. Create an email account, ideally paid, and now you have like a separate ecosystem. There's 2 additional things you have to set up. So one of the ways to improve the probability of your email actually getting in the inbox and ensuring positive deliverability is you need to enable what they call SPF and DKIM authentication. But SPF and DKIM, you want to enable, and they walk you through exactly how to do this special piece of code on just walk through it step by step. And you want to, on this brand new domain, this brand new G Suite or Office 365, you could use that too on your separate domain, make sure you enable SPF. And there's also an option for DKIM. And these are little tips that nobody knows about, that when you're doing outbound email and you want the email to actually end up in the inbox and it's going to the promotions folder, going to spam. Why is that, Frank? Well, it's because these 2 things haven't been set up. So you want to set up these 2 things on your separate domain so it's authenticated.